exams and I'm waiting for my result. And I also hold an offer from TCS. So I'm here to guide you and share my experience for the recruitment process, and also would like to suggest you that you develop soft skills so that you get through the interview. So before I get to that part, I would also like to tell you that college provides many internship opportunities. And since I think you have just entered the fourth year now, so it's very important for you to take up such opportunities because it will look good on your resume. That's first point. And secondly, you also understand things the way how things work professionally. How do you work on real life projects? And because I have taken up such opportunities and it really benefited me. I got hold of and I understood where I lack so that I can improve, so that before I enter the industry, I'm well prepared for all of such tasks. Or it's not just about how you work, but also how you approach to any problems. How is your thinking process? Everything matters. So that's about it. So I suggest all of you to take up as many opportunities that come your way before you enter the industry. And after that, I would like to say that soft skills, they include many things. First, like your tone, your body language, your approach to the question, and your confidence, your presence of mind, and many other things. I'll try to cover that my personal experience, what I've learned. So when this preparation for your interview, it does not happen, 1 week before or 1 day before or a month before. This preparation has to happen gradually. You must listen to as many experiences of everyone for understanding, okay, what have they learned from their interview process. So make sure that you do that as well. So when I was preparing for my interview, the first, I think you all must be aware, but still, there are 3 rounds basically. The first one is aptitude, right? In that you have to prepare for your mathematical logic, statistical logic, logical reasoning. I think the college will also provide training for that. But apart from that, you yourself can also, take interest and learn. There are many topics, and you must practice as much you can, because that's the first step. Because just like you, there are so many other hundreds and thousands of students who are trying to apply for that company, right? So you have to beat all of them. So you have to be your best. So that's it. Then the second round is the technical round. Because before this, you were not facing anybody. But in this round, you will be facing the interviewer. And the interviewer wants to know that why do you want to join the company. For example, when I was interviewing for TCS, the first question they asked me was, are you nervous? How do you feel today? So I was very honest. I said, yeah, I am nervous, obviously, because I'm a fresher and this is my first interview. But apart from that, I'm also very excited because I really want to join your company and I'm very eager. It's like a learning process for me. This interview is also a learning process for me. I'm going to learn from this. So keep this approach. Then, secondly, they want to know how eager you are to join your company. They will ask you why do you want to join TCS or any company you apply for. So you must, must be well prepared to answer. You must know about the company that you are interviewing for. You must learn about their recent affairs, what they're actually planning, what is the future they are thinking for. You must show your excitement, your eagerness to join that company. Then there are also many, the interview wants to gauge that how well is your presence of mind. They will ask you scenarios where they want to see what will you do. Like for example, my interview asked me that if you commit any mistake, So what will you do in that scenario? So my approach was, first I'll inform my team leader or manager about it, and then I will rectify my mistake and I make sure that I don't repeat it again. So they also want to know such things. Then the other question they asked me was, suppose you're in a team of 20-25 people in your organization, and your point of view for some situation is different than your colleagues. So what will you do in such scenarios? All these questions, have to be tackled very diplomatically. You must not be rude or you must not even be negative, but you must show that you're a team player. You must show that you're working not only for your personal growth, but you also believe in the growth of the company, that you're willing to work for the organization. You're willing to work in the direction in which the organization will benefit. So I replied that, okay, if my teammates do not agree with my point of view or there's a disagreement, I will not be stubborn. I will try to understand their point of view as well. And whatever solution works best in favor of company, I will go with that because there's no personal agenda. So whatever works best for the company, I'll do that. So all of these questions, in short, we'll try to make it clear for the interviewer that what is your thinking process, how well you think. Then they also asked me, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? This is another question where they want to know, like, see, the honest answer would be, some people will think, okay, I'm just going to work in so-and-so organization for 2 years, 2.5 years, and I'm going to change my company. That's the basic approach. But we cannot tell this to the interviewer because they want to see that, they want to understand that how much we want to stay in the company. So I replied, okay, the initial few years I would like to understand, explore, get my hands on, get trained on many technologies, and then I'll try to narrow down my domain, and then I would like to learn much more about the domain that I'm interested in. So this is another diplomatic answer that you're not even indirectly you're not even telling them that I'm going to leave your organization, but you're going to show, okay, that I'm going to learn, willing to learn, and I want to grow again in this company itself. Then in the end, they also ask you about the interview always asks you that do you have any questions for us? So do never say no. This is my personal experience. Never say no. Always have a question ready to ask them. This also shows that you are interested in the company. You are interested to know something about the company. So always have one or two questions ready in your mind. As I said, have good knowledge about what the company does. Just for example, who is the CEO or whatever, like what are the future plans or anything. And in my interview, basically, they assess me on such tricky questions and they ask me questions related to my project that I've done in my internship. So, study well, whatever you've done, whatever is in your resume, they will try to ask questions related to your resume itself. So whatever you've uploaded in your resume, be sure that you know everything. Be sure that you will be able to explain that. That's one point. And you must also work on your technical skills. There many companies will ask, the interviewer will ask you to write a code. So they might also ask you first that which is your preferred technology, which is your preferred language. For example, if you say Python, they'll tell you to code in that language. They'll give you different, just a problem statement, and they'll ask you to type a code related to that. So be sure of which technology you are strong in, work on that, because you have to crack the technical interview in such ways. And also, there's one more thing. The interviewer always tries to, he will try to tempt you to self-doubt on the answers that you said. Like they might also ask you, are you sure? Are you sure about it? So you must always, be confident on the answer you said. Okay. And there are also scenarios sometimes where you do not know the answer to a particular question or you're not sure about it. So you never say, I don't know. You could always use a phrase like, I'm not sure, but I would like to try. And by chance, if it is wrong, so you, and they will tell you that it's wrong, it's not this, it's this. So you take that also positively, say, okay, I've learned from this. So always keep a positive approach, have presence of mind, think wisely, think in favor of the company. That's all about it. Just have a positive attitude and be well dressed. Your tone, your pitch, everything should be perfect. I mean, not perfect, but at least professional. They do not expect you to know everything, but you must try your best. That's what everyone should do. And that's about my experience for the recruitment. Thank you so much.